My friends are doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So last few days there was a news about postponement of NEET PG 2024, and NEET NB board has finally put all the rumors to the rest, and it has released quite unexpected notice today that exam has been postponed, the NEET PG 2024 to July. It was it was already scheduled in March, but they have somehow scheduled it to July. The reason has not been given, and I'm not surprised to that extent because NB has been doing this regularly over the few years. Last year also they did with, like, during COVID times also they postponed it multiple times, and last year also they did the same. They'll change the pattern, they'll change the number of questions without any notice, and they are not even worried about how is this going to impact the students. And it's not very mentally sound for the students as well, and it is definitely affecting their mindset and preparation. But NB is the least, that they're never going to care about it. So I know there is, sadly, as a medical fraternity, there is nothing much we can do about it. And there are definitely different implications for it. So the reason why I'm making this video is just to give you, address the storm of thoughts that you have. And as a senior or elder brother who had already gone through this as a student myself, and last year when a lot of students also faced the similar situation about the postponement and uncertainty of exams, so I had that time or a chance to interact with them, and what helped them get over this phase. So this is what I'm going to share with you. First of all, what to focus on. I have been telling students over the last few years that one exam that is certain, one exam that is the best chance to get your dream seat is NICT. Because NBA has been playing this all around, but INICT or AIMS exam has always been very punctual, and they conduct their exam always on time. Also, there have been so many aims that have come up, and it's a very good opportunity for you to crack that exam and get into a prestigious institute. A lot of students feel that AIMS is not for them. Trust me, a lot of average students like me have cracked this exam, and it's with a very simple preparation. A lot of students, they go with a very, they underestimate themselves, they underestimate their preparation. But you have to focus on NICT. You have good enough dates. So till your exam of NICT, you have to at least revise your portion 2 to 3 times. That is must. And attack your NICT. You don't have to worry about NEET PG anymore. Give your everything, give your best for your NICT. I have released a detailed planner for NICT, how to divide your days, how to plan your revisions. I'll definitely release a video about, more regular videos about revision that will help you. This is something that you have to do. Focus on NICT. Don't worry about what NB is doing, because they have been doing and they will keep doing it. So don't worry about the NB. Focus on NICT. That should be your focus from today. Now, definitely this news has taken impact on students. So I'll advise, if you feel like, if you feel disheartened that, I was reaching my peak, because I have been telling my in my videos that you have to reach, you have to peak at the right time. So if you feel like, you feel already like burnout, take a break, take 2 3 days ka break, and come back to students. We have to normalize taking breaks. We get inspired by very unrealistic stories. A lot of students, when they become topper, they tend to say anything, and sometimes we follow them blindly. But try and understand, you don't have to work like a machine. You have to be smart, wise. Take break whenever it's needed. When you come back, trust, your brain will be ready to learn, and your pace will automatically increase. So normalize it. Second, a lot of students, like us, we come from a very humble background, and sometimes, as I also took multiple attempts, I ran out of money, I ran out of my resources, and I have to literally beg from my parents, not only for the money but also for the time, because we are pressurized by our parents that they want us to settle up as soon as possible. They want us to start a job, to be financially stable. They want us to get married on time and everything. They are pushing for that. And I remember I told my parents that this will be my last chance, last attempt, but I could not secure the seat somehow. So I had to tell them that give me one more chance, and I know how difficult it was. So I had to borrow money from my friend, and it was definitely difficult. But trust me, this is the dream that you have been chasing, and I know, I can understand. No words are going to comfort you, but you have to take this chance. I had taken money from my friend, and he was very generous and kind, that he supported my dream that time. Because, and I am not saying that my parents did not, but that was the time I felt, could not see into my parents' eyes, and I could not ask them for more time, because I already had failed the promise that I made to them. But I knew, I had trust in my capabilities that I'm going to do uh, I'm going to crack this exam next time. I remember, during this time saving a lot of money. I used to have only tea and biscuit for the breakfast for those 4 months of preparation that I did for AIMS that year, because I wanted to save money, and just I stick to the tiffin services that I got in Gautam. Why I'm telling you this? This is not something I have shared with a lot of students, but the reason why I'm telling you, because I know a lot of students are facing this, the money crunch, the time crunch, the family pressure, everything. But trust me, you will find a way. You have to just sit down and think about it. You have to make those sacrifices, and that is what happened with most of us. And when I say me, it's not my story. It's a lot of students that I have seen who prepared with me and whom I have been mentoring for the last 4 5 years. I have seen them, compromising on their needs, and trust me, you'll get over it. I know your resources are, burning out. You are burning out. You can't study anymore, but make this attempt as the best attempt of your life. The last attempt of your exam and the best attempt of your exam are different. When I decided that I'm going to give my best attempt, I realized what mistakes I was making. I knew that I have big dreams. I was doing a lot of hard work, but it was never a wise work. I was buying the new book that, every new book that will come to the market. I was just buying, borrowing new notes from the students, my friends who have done some new classes or some fancy rapid course, and that is something I realized. So what you are going to do for the next few months, trust me, this postponement means a lot of classes are again going to come with some rapid revision course, because the exam is delayed now. You have been already planning for March, which was like within a 2 months of time. So already you have done a lot of revision classes. Now you are again going to forget everything, so they will again come with the new book, new plan, new course. You don't need anything. You already have everything with you. Just stick to your notes. Start reading your notes. Start revising them. You know what I have been seeing, through these years, that there are revision classes happening. I don't understand the meaning of revision classes. If you have done one regular classes, if you have your notes, why you need someone to teach you the revision? What you need to do is revise your notes. How can you remember that someone has been teaching you consistently? Teacher is there to make you understand the concepts. They are here to make your understanding easy. Now you understood the thing. Now you have to read it multiple times to remember it and reproduce it in exam. So spend your maximum time on your revisions. You don't need, it will look, that is a mistake I did in my preparation. Every new book, when walk through the bookstore, when your new friend your friend gets a new book, new notes, it looks very lucrative, it looks beautiful, get attracted to that. But trust me, this is where your silly mistake starts happening. I made 30 to 40 silly mistakes in my exam, and when I narrowed it down to 2 to 3 silly mistakes, that is when I got my rank. And that is the reason you don't have to chase them. Don't go for anything new, don't join anything new. Just, when I was reading for my last attempt, I felt like puking. I felt like, I can't read this anymore. I have been reading this for multiple times, but I asked myself then why I am making so many mistakes. The reason was I was not focused. I was using social media. I was comparing myself with the friends. I was running again after, the other books and everything. But when I narrowed down and I, did my focus, I pointed my preparation to a one direction, then I realized, this was easy. When I got my result, I realized, yeah, it was not as difficult as seemed. I know there are difficulties. I know there are things that are going to trouble your mind, about money, about, the focus and everything. Take a break, think about it, and start afresh again. I will help you in the midway with motivational videos, with the planning videos, and everything that you need. But trust me, the notes is everything that you have need. I know this news is not very good for most of you, but use this time in a positive way. Use it for strengthen your weaknesses and to add one more revision. I hope this video will help you. Trust me, as they say, it's not over until it's over. So till the time you submit your exam, you have to keep going and you have to stay motivated. So I wish you all the best and take care.